Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Nichole Berlie at NewsNation headquarters here in Chicago. And we do start today with new images of a deadly chase involving migrants being trafficked into the U.S. The pictures detailing the lengths migrants are taking to cross the border and avoid detection. This exclusive reporting coming ahead of President Biden's State of the Union address, where immigration continues to be a major issue for lawmakers and Americans this election year. Let's bring in correspondent Allie Bradley, who is live in Eagle Pass. And Allie, you obtained these exclusive images and you spoke to Texas law enforcement officials.
Yeah, hey, Nicole, we're in Kinney County right now, which is where the sheriff says that within the last 48 hours, they actually had 4 human smuggling events that they actually thwarted within his office. And one of them is not included in that 4, but that was devastatingly deadly, and it included Texas DPS. And we've just learned here moments ago that all the passengers in that vehicle died, including a 17-year-old U.S. citizen who was traveling with that driver. The only survivor there is an 18-year-old driver there that was law enforcement are saying is responsible for this crash. So let's get there to that video, as we were the only crews there on scene to this devastating crash here. The driver is out of Dallas-Fort Worth. He crashed during a pursuit that was initiated by Texas DPS. So what happened is troopers attempted to stop that truck that had loaded up 3 undocumented individuals in Eagle Pass, and then they made their 50-mile-plus trek north into Kinney County. That driver initially pulled over, but then took off. He was traveling on the shoulder for a pretty good distance there. And Lieutenant Christopher Oliveras with Texas DPS says that this is a tactic that they're actually using to allow their, quote, cargo to bail out. But that is not what happened here.
One of our troopers tried to pull over the vehicle. The vehicle did pull over. And at that point, the driver just decided to take off and evade law enforcement. This was a single vehicle crash. So he lost control for whatever reason. That's still under investigation. That's one thing that we are investigating is the crash portion. And when he did lose control, he rolled over. And as I mentioned, multiple people were ejected from the vehicle.
You know, talking to a lot of those troopers on scene, they said that that's a pretty normal thing, but it does impact them. It does leave an impact there. And this is just one instance here of how these individuals are putting themselves in danger. And in turn, yes, taxing resources, agents, local law enforcement. So look at this. NewsNation learning exclusively from CBP sources. 3 individuals were pulled from a train in the El Paso rail yard earlier this week. But that is not why we're telling you this story. There are X-ray images there that we exclusively obtained. You can't see anybody in the images, and that's the point. The migrants escape detection from these scanners that are routinely used. There's that image there. They're used on these train wagons, and sources say that a coil dislodged and rolled on top of the coils that they were wrapped up hiding in. Those are those coils right there. So the coil fell down and pinned them. After several hours in the heat out there, they finally called 911 for help. CBP officers responded. As you can see, they had to use a crane and ladder to get those individuals out of that train. Now, one of the individuals that was trying to evade law enforcement, as I mentioned, if they did not get trapped on that train, they would have likely become gotaways, evaded law enforcement, but they had to call for help because they were trapped. So one of those individuals was actually a man from Eritrea who provided false documents. So, Nicole, he was actually held for a little bit of an additional screening, which does show that they are doing that screening for some of these individuals who they can't determine who they are. Again, he came over with false documents, a French passport of sorts. So they definitely were flagged on that because they didn't add up. So they found out that he was using that fake information, but he was eventually released to Border Patrol for processing.
All right, Allie Bradley live for us there in Texas. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.